Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. A senior defence analyst says an Australian Airforce jet could have crashed when a Chinese fighter plane released flares in front of it. The encounter happened over the South China Sea on Tuesday and is being described as unsafe and unprofessional by the federal government. Dr Malcolm Davis from the Australian Strategic Policy Institute says it could have been much worse.
The flares could be ingested into the engines of the P-8. The P-8 has two turbofan engines. If that were to happen, it could ignite the fuel in the engine and potentially cause a serious accident that could even result in the loss of the aircraft and the loss of the crew on board.
Severe tropical cyclone Zelia is barrelling towards the northwestern Australian coast. Destructive winds of up to 320 kilometres per hour are expected as it crosses the Pilbara coast later today. James Ashley from the Bureau of Meteorology says rivers will be inundated.
This system is likely to produce very heavy rainfall, and areas of the Pilbara, particularly close to the path of the system, could see in excess of 500 millimetres during the course of this event. This very heavy rainfall, falling on already wet catchments, is likely to result in significant flooding.
SES volunteers have been busy filling sandbags while extra emergency personnel have been flown in from interstate. The injury toll has risen to 28 after a car was driven through a crowd of striking childcare workers in Munich. German police say the driver was a 24-year-old Afghan asylum seeker. The Mini Cooper was shot at before it stopped and the man was arrested. 2 people have suffered critical injuries. A major intersection in Melbourne's west has been closed for much of the night after a fatal 3-car crash. The collision happened just after 10 on the corner of Doherty's and Fitzgerald Roads at Laverton North. Police say the driver of one car has been taken to hospital while their passenger died at the scene. 2 nurses at the centre of a hate speech video filmed inside Bankstown Lidcombe Hospital have reportedly refused to be voluntarily interviewed by police. The man and woman have been holed up inside their homes a day after the video surfaced, showing them boasting about killing Israeli patients. Detectives have reviewed the full unedited version of the footage, along with CCTV and hospital records. The pair has been stood down as the investigation continues. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the NRL's pre-season challenge has continued with the Sharks smashing the Raiders 40 points to 10. The Adelaide 36ers have beaten the Kings by 7 points, knocking the Sydney Siders out of the playoffs. And a major blow for the defending A-League men champions. Striker Ryan Edmondson from the Central Coast Mariners will undergo surgery on a shoulder injury he copped during Tuesday night's loss in the Asian Champions League Elite to Malaysian powerhouse JDT. In entertainment news, John Legend is considering a move back to New York City after witnessing the devastation of the LA fires. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are taking a break from the spotlight after his crushing Super Bowl loss on Monday. Many fans reckon they're hiding out in her $17 million Rhode Island mansion. And Australian TV legend Tony Healy has died. He was one of the original performers on the variety show Commotion in the 60s, starring alongside Molly Meldrum and Denise Drysdale. Healy, aged in his 70s, had been battling illness for some time. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.